So how different does week one feel for you this year?
Uh, Week one is always every year is a new year. It's always excitement. Everybody's starting the block same place, um, and I think everybody has the same mentality about the importance of starting fast in week one. You want to be able to put all the work that you've been doing in the off season, OTAs, mini camps, training camp, preseason. It all gets ready to get kicked off. Football's here.
Looking at the Cardinals and obviously having that quarterback that can use his legs, what's the focus there and limiting that, making them a little one dimensional?
They're very talented offensively. Quarterback that can do a lot, can make all the throws and can run around. Very talented at the running back position. Pro Bowl level tight end, some really good receivers, and so they pose a lot of challenges. So looking forward to the challenge of Sunday.
There's been some talk about an improved run game and the need of that here, or run defense. How do you see that playing out in this new scheme?
I mean, in this game, in this league, to be a great defense, you gotta stop the run, and traditionally we've done that in the past. Last year was not a year that we did that. So I'm a big person in figuring out early, was it an anomaly or was it a sign of things need to be done different, and so we got to fix that. And so we're looking forward to the challenge. I think we've done a great job in bringing in a lot of people up front. I think that's going to help with that. Schematically, I think we're in a situation where guys can fly around. So definitely looking forward to the challenge of responding and making sure that we're able to get back to knocking that run dead.
The way they use their tight ends and like use them to create gaps in the run game, and that like does that create anything different for you guys to look at? Like, is it a little bit of a different look at all?
And what do you mean?
Just like they use those three guys and like they just seem to be all over and they do a good job of like creating space with them, like both like vertically and then the run game and all that stuff.
Yeah, they got some good tight ends that can do that can block well and can run routes, and they use them some in specific fashion, some kind of do a lot of the same things, and so it makes it complex and makes it challenging. But we got to be ready to play against all three of them. I'm pretty sure we'll see all three of them in the game, and they give you some challenging looks like that.
Now that your first experience with Brandon Staley game planning and putting in a game plan and scheming and stuff like that, and is this kind of his element? Is this something you can tell that he's real passionate about, the cerebral strategy side of the game?
Yeah, man, he's very creative, and he studies this game deeply. I think he has a lot of deep understanding about offenses and what they're trying to do, and things that help players play fast. I think he's ready to go, and he's ready to put it on display, and I think he's gotten us ready to put it on display.
This be Cam's 15th week one with the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just from your perspective, as somebody who's been in the league for a long time and you played for 3 different teams, like how rare is that for a guy to spend that much time in one place?
Extremely rare. You don't see it. No secret, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, all-time sack leader here, one of the top in the league, one of the top that's ever done it. I think what goes not necessarily unnoticed, in New Orleans, but probably unnoticed nationally, is just the complete player that he is. Not only is he dominant, is getting towards the quarterback, but he's very effective in playing 3 downs of football and being very good at stopping the run. And a lot of times guys who are paid to rush the quarterback kind of put their defense in compromised situation when it comes to the run game. He's very good at setting the edge, very good at getting off blocks, being effective in the run game. And so, not to mention being that great of a player on the field, but also the type of person that he is off the field, what he means to the city, what he means to this community is just it's held in the ultimate regard. And so just grateful for the past 8 seasons that I've gotten a chance to be around his legend, his legendariness. It's just been cool.
Pretty open about like how early your career out of the 3-4 was like you didn't find your footing until switching to a 4-3. Now that you're in a 3-4 again, like does all the experience you've had like better prepare you for it like this time around? Like, how do you kind of feel?
I think my early on in my career, I got a chance to play 3-4, and I just was kind of thrown in it. I probably have always been naturally a middle linebacker, but I came in, I played with great linebackers like Dave Harris and Bart Scott, and so I was put at the wheel. And so, maybe trying to find my position in the 3-4 for a game that probably was better for a 4-3. The game was, when I came in, was heavy, downhill. Fullbacks were popular on every offense. There was a lot of gap scheme to get downhill, not necessarily gap scheme to get outside. It was just a different game. It probably was more built for a 4-3, and I probably was more suited for a 4-3. Now the game is probably better equipped based on what offenses are doing with 3-4 just because of the multiple looks that you can give. And just because I played it, a lot of Will, a lot of Mike, have seen, a lot of offenses. I think just the understanding of the game makes it a better fit. And I'm probably better suited inside of a system like this that's not just 3-4, but very visual and very linebacker friendly.
Do you expect to get more like after the quarterback? But they've talked, like, guys have talked a lot about sending you on blitzes and that sort of stuff again that you did a lot earlier. And
we'll let the tape speak. Yeah, ask me next week.
So you say linebacker friendly because you have your eyes on the ball a lot more. Is that
Yeah.
idea?
I think you want to have a coach that helps you play faster and allow you to be free inside of a framework. And I think this defense has probably done it at probably at that one of the highest levels that I've ever been a part of. So I'm very excited, rolling into this season.
How are you feeling mentally, physically going into this year?
Oh man, I'm excited. I think I'm very blessed to be going into year 14, and major just shout out to God. I think spiritually, mentally, and physically, I'm probably more aligned and feel better than I've felt in a long time. I think I'm seeing the game different. I think I've been, very instinctual and very perceptive of, how offenses are trying to attack. I just think I can see it at a different level. Probably a level that I've never been at, and that's a combination of being around Kellen and talking offenses and how they think and Coach Staley and just how much football he's seen and the way that he's elevated the way I see the game. I think just a lot of the spiritual work that I did in the offseason just has me in such much more peaceful place and much more of a patient place of just letting God be who he is and not trying to, do things in my own strength. And I think physically, I've had an off season that's just been incredible. I think my body is sharper than it's been in a long time. I tell people I'm 36, but I feel 26 and I look 21. And you'll see it on the field. We were able to show glimpses of it in the last preseason game that we played, and so just excited to put it on for 4 quarters.
You have your material for your pregame chant?
No, man, they come from the heart in the moment. Yeah, I'm much more comfortable, just kind of taking it all in and holding it to the last moment and releasing it on game day. And so definitely excited, man. That's very important to me. That's very important to the locker room, very important to the city. So I take that very seriously and excited.